live, man. You know, so a couple minutes later,
Right.
That's just how we doing it, I guess, man. So what's good with y'all though?
Shit. Peripheral.
She over here acting crazy. You see this?
Yo, what's good?
It's a good deal. You already know how we come. Locked in for me.
Try to get my haircut. That's what I should have tried to do.
Oh yeah, you finna get that fresh cut.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have no time this weekend for real because I got to go to work and shit.
I mean,
They got me scheduled that.
The good thing about that is you could avoid having a fresh cut with your job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really, you working.
I need to get my beard fucking shaped up real quick tomorrow.
Yeah. I feel you. I cut my shit off. I'm letting it grow back now. My shit was out there.
Yeah, out of hand.
Nah, I mean it still look good. I don't know. I was just getting back in the gym, so I'd be like, all right, start fresh, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut that shit off and then let it come back as I, progress and shit. I be doing shit like that though.
Yeah.
I got you.
Shorty told me, she was like, yo, she's like, let it grow. Then she was like, yo, let your hair grow. And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck you want me to let grow?
Yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. The young definitely gonna have an opinion on it. They do not like when you cut them beards at all. They want them beards.
Hell no. Fuck not.
Well, there's a female right here. So what's her name?
Miss Music.
Miss Music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Miss Music, what you think about that?
Like that he cut his hair?
As far as like the beard growing and everything else.
Maybe they don't want you to cut it.
Yeah.
Cut it because she like the way that shit. Bold. I'm sorry. You sound speechless. You already.
I ain't gonna lie. Is it just me or her shit was cutting out?
Nah, it was cutting out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what you said.
I have, but I couldn't hear nothing.
Man, did Zay fall asleep on us? Whatever.
I hope not. Better wake his ass up.
Man, Zay, wake your ass up, fool.
Can y'all hear me or is it still choppy?
It's still choppy.
Damn. I did the best I could.
You know what you might do? Put your phone in airplane mode and then take it off. That'd be like a little reset.
Refresh.
Yeah. That's what I be doing with my shit. I get to sit and get to acting a little weird. Like, all right.
Yeah, I shut down my phone completely. I do a fresh fucking restart. Hold on. Now I gotta take a shot, man.
Oh, you finna take a shot? Oh shit, what's going down?
He drinking. Well, I was about to say, I know this nigga not laying down taking a shot. That's different.
I ain't different. Come on, man. You gotta be a grown ass man to do shit like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't taking no shot laying down.
Nah, I'm not laying down. I'm
I ain't
sitting
gonna
up,
lay
man.
down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. If you was laying down doing that shit, I'm like,
Oh, nah.
he's built
Nah.
different. You pull that man.
Yeah, it's
Even
different type of,
laying down, you know, sometimes you gotta take.
that's a different type of demon doing that.
Stack, you already know what time I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's up? What's going on right now?
I ain't gonna lie, shit. I'm just with the flow right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, we already had like a little episode earlier, so shit.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
like, shit, we just
That was cool.
Yeah, nah, that's what we look about. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like shit. This late night tip, so shit, we do whatever we want.
He said, "Fuck it. This coming. It's gonna be like Luke's Peep Show in a second."
I don't know what that is.
Say again.
I said, I don't know. You said Luke's Peep Show? What is it?
You never seen that?
Nah, what's that?
Oh man, you gotta look that up.
I don't know. Do I want to look that up? What is it?
He said, "Do I want to see that?"
I mean, you would.
Okay.
Yo,
It's
he had. Luke had Little Kim. He was interviewing Little Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, some girl was.
Oh, you talking about Uncle Lou?
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. I thought
yeah.
he was saying Luke, and I was like,
Nah, not my man.
okay.
Luke.
Yeah, he just said he didn't say he was supposed to say Uncle Lou. We know him as Uncle Lou. We don't know him as Luke. Luke could have been some freaky white boy. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, I fucking thought.
Yo, not
Yeah, me. I'm like, oh, what the hell he talking?
not Luke of the Don, Uncle Luke.
I got you.
Yeah. See, for us, you gotta be specific. Like,
Yeah. I should have been a little more specific about the situation, but
yeah.
that
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Uncle Luke was cutting up. He was cutting up with that little show he had.
And what?
Yo,
I ain't gonna lie. I
yo,
feel like they would have tried to cancel him in this era. Well, shit, they tried to cancel him back then. They tried to cancel him back then, so you know he would have got canceled this era.
Yo,
Man,
I have a great interview with him too. Oh,
Man, what's up with all these secret interviews, man? What all this shit in, bro?
Yo, I have a great interview with him, and yo, that shit was wild.
I'm pretty sure it was.
It was.
I told you, whenever you get that podcast ready and to get it started, I'm down for it, and I own all my rights to every interview.
Okay, you want to run it straight on the channel?
Of course, why not?
You can do it like that. I ain't doing no true.
Why not?
I'm with it.
Come on, you'll be the only person to have a BMF fucking interview before me.
You know, that's some full circle shit because 2011 I was around BMF motherfuckers in Miami and shit. No lie.
Hold on one
Back in
Is this better?
Yeah.
Yo, Stack, hold on one second.
It's like night and day from whatever your shit was on earlier. That shit, boy, that shit like it.
Right.
Yeah, she went from cell service to Wi-Fi. That's what that was.
I'm not on the fucking Wi-Fi. Who? Shut up.
Nah, don't get spicy now. Look, hey, look, don't get spicy because your internet crashing in a bit.
Back quick. So you
Listen, I'm the comedian, you the rapper. Stick to your
ain't no
bars, man.
Wi-Fi. Ho. Trying to
Yo,
niggas on Wi-Fi.
what the fuck?
You feel me? It's crazy. Like motherfuckers have fucked up their
You was
internet,
getting that?
and they want
Oh, that's what you trying to say?
to blame you and see. That shit crazy.
I ain't even do you nothing, fool. You sleep. You tripping.
I'm tripping what I did. I ain't make your internet
I
like
ain't did you nothing, fool. Don't try to make it like I got a problem. I ain't got no problems.
I don't know what you talking. We were talking about your internet though. We ain't talking about no.
Okay, it was a struggle at first, but now we good. And I'm still not on Wi-Fi. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you
I
got
don't
it
like how
together.
she's saying
I
it.
was driving at first.
See, it's because she was
Was you drunk driving?
Huh?
Was you drunk driving? You see that face? Yeah. You
Yeah.
sound like you killed the whole bottle on this motherfucker.
Had the whole fifth to herself.
You feel me?
I had somebody daughter too.
You did what?
Oh,
I had somebody daughter too.
oh,
Explain yourself.
oh. She gonna get close to girl like nigga. Oh, was in that mother doing the damn thing.
Man,
Nah, you can't
I'm
just come
glad I
on here
still
and say
got it.
that. You talking to the fellas right now. You gotta see. You gotta speak on that.
I know that's why I said it, because only the fellas gonna understand what I'm talking about. The fuck?
So speak on
Nah,
that shit. Speak on
you
that
good.
shit.
We don't discriminate on nobody.
At all.
Man, look,
We here now.
tonight was wild. Tonight was wild.
Hey, this the
Hold on
late
one
night
second.
session, so shit.
Ooh, tonight was wild.
Talk about it. That's the topic for right now.
Oh,
Oh,
tonight was
Tonight.
crazy.
stuff a ball.
She making all kind of faces. So what's up?
Man, tonight was tonight.
Okay, we listening.
Tonight
We
was
listening.
What? Saw this female, and I walked in the venue. She was sitting with the comedian, the host of the show, or whatever. And she was chilling. And he was like, yeah, y'all from the same city. Y'all should be cool. I said, oh, yeah? Where you from, ma? She said, I said, let you know this first. I'm from New Orleans. So next thing come out your mouth, you won't be smart with it. And she said, I'm from Bell Chase. And that shit funny as a bitch. Because if you know anything about New Orleans, you know New Orleans broke down to like different parishes and shit, like wards and different parts of town. So she ain't from nothing Orleans
right.
Parish. She from Bell Chase. I was like, bitch, I'm glad you knew. I'm glad you said that before you said you was from New Orleans. She was like, yeah, she just tell Dallas people she from New Orleans because she don't feel like explaining. I was like, I ain't tripping. And so we laughed off of that. I bought Shawty a drink. I was like, you want something from up there? Like, what you want? I'm going to get a tequila sunrise. I said, well, yeah. I said, I got some Reposado in the car. What's popping? She was like, let's do it. And then,
Hold on. Reposado?
Reposado. I'm in Texas, nigga. There's only so
Yeah,
much I could do. Okay?
you got
It's
reposado. You gotta roll the R though.
Oh, you Hispanic.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought
Puerto
you was
Rican.
giving me Shamar Moore like you was light skinned ass nigga. Like, I'm sorry. My bad.
Why?
I wasn't trying to cap on you. I'm just saying, like, I had
Well,
no
thank
idea. Lo
She was
siento, por
like, I just
favor.
thought you saw.
Yeah.
Uno momentos. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
you.
Okay.
Nah, it's okay.
Nah, that's
Respesado. Huh?
Reposado. Yeah, you gotta roll the R.
Respesado.
roll that R.
We in Spanish
Respesado.
class or something. Yeah, damn. Nah, go ahead.
Habla español.
Yo
No
no hablo
habla.
español, por favor.
Say what?
Yeah, you twisted right now.
Out of there. You just don't
Nah,
know.
go ahead, finish your story. So you gave her the little drink.
So y'all, now y'all,
Look how y'all come back to that when y'all forget me. Ah! You said I did what? Now what happened? What I did? What I said?
you got her a drink, and I think what you got her to go back to the car. I don't know.
Y'all was at the
So
car.
I got her a drink. and I was like, listen, I gotta get up at 5 in the morning. At this time, it's like 12:45, and I was trying to walk out the club or whatever. Then we exchanged Instagrams, and then she sent me her number on Instagram. So I called her, like right then and there. And then she was like, "Okay, babe." And she was like, "I really enjoyed you. Like you a whole vibe, blah blah blah." Like she did the whole spill. And I was like, "Yeah, you too beautiful. It ain't no thing." And she was like, something. I'm trying to get some dick tonight." And I was like, "So tonight is a comedian birthday. Her name Happy." Happy Angie. And so happy birthday. So we was talking shit. And when she was on stage, she was like, I was like, cause we love you for real. She was like, you love me enough to eat my pussy? And I was like, yeah. And she wasn't expecting it. So she was like, oh shit. It was like a big old thing in the club. And so I was finna leave. And she was like, where you think your fat ass going? I said, oh,
Excuse me.
I was like, well, fuck. And then I grabbed my purse and I clutched my pearls and I carried my legs and tucked my tail and I carried my legs to a chair and sat the fuck down. And I was like, shoot. And it was like, put Miss Music on, bro. Like, now that the computer back up, put Miss Music on. She about to go, blah, blah, blah. So I went on stage. I crushed that shit. That shit was so fun. And it felt good because my peers didn't want me to leave. My peers was like, no, we got to hear this shit. I want a set from you and I want that bitch now. So I was like, okay. Everybody, the whole room, everybody in the audience, come on, do a set, do a set. I was like, okay. So I killed that shit. That shit was
That's
fun.
pretty.
So then I had left. She was like, oh, you going? All right, I'm going to see you. We'll link up, blah, blah, blah. So I had went outside and I was talking to some people that came to see me at the show outside. And after some time, she came outside. And I was like, oh, you leaving? Well, be safe. It was nice to see you, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, but while she talking to me, y'all, she holding on to me. Like her hand is around my waist. And she low key grabbing some ass, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just trying to pay attention. And then she like, yeah, cause I really enjoyed you. She started touching my hair. And I was like, bitch, you playing with these dreads, you about to be pulling these dreads. I need you to chill out. And she was like, all right now, you playing. Don't play with me, don't offer me a good time. Don't tell me what a good time. And I said,
What's happening?
you
So
ain't
what's
say nothing but
out?
a word, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. And then she was like, I'm about to go or whatever. And then she like was leaving. And I went to my car and was talking to people again. And so now this time I'm sitting in my car and the car is on and I'm trying to leave but people still talking to me type shit. And so nigga was like, yeah. So you nigga said yeah, so you side note, we had some edibles.
Man, so y'all high and drunk.
Hot and
Resp-
drunk. God.
Respasado and some ruffles. I'm gonna have to make that a comedy set. That's funny. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
go back and make that a
Respasado.
comedy set.
Repesado, yes. Absolutely.
Respasado. So
Two in
yeah,
the fucking morning.
whew, okay. So I was sitting in my car and I was about to leave, and she had came back out, and I was like, "What you was doing in there?" I thought you was gone. She was like, "Oh, I was trying to get some dick tonight," and I was like, "I said Happy Angie ain't want it when I offered it, but if you need it, I'm good for assistance." She said, "Say
Mm.
what?" She stepped closer, and she started touching on me, on my hair and shit again, and I was like, "If you want to kiss, just say that." I said, "Are you afraid to kiss me in public?" And she was like, "No." So she kissed me, and we started making out for real. And then she was like, I got a confession. I live with my mama. And I was like, that's okay. I got 2 cars, 3 jobs, and an apartment. 3, 2, 1. What you need? She said, okay, babe. And I
I ain't
said,
gonna lie, I'm gonna stop you right there. You was kind of sounding like a trick right there.
oh
Ha!
no, it was a joke. No, it was all
Nah,
jokes. We was laughing.
nah,
I'm just fucking with you.
that's
Go
not
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
no.
Man, girls flirt
Nah,
differently than niggas. I don't give a fuck what y'all
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
she ain't sound like no trick.
I swear,
She let
y'all
her
I'm just
tripping.
laughing.
Y'all
she let
tripping.
her know
I
her
ain't no
worth.
fucking trick at all. It's understood I enjoy the fuck out of dick. I enjoy riding dick, sucking dick, Being on dick. Wish I had a dick, but I don't have nobody, so I'm chilling. And if a female decides she like me, well, who am I to not share the wealth?
Yeah, she was
So
gonna get her
y'all let
nut off one way or the other.
so y'all did
Say
all
it
that
again.
kissing, and then you just let her.
Fuck. No, my guy. No. I went to kissing and then she's like, I have a truck, because I asked her if she wanted to get in my car. She was like, I have a truck. And we
Oh,
went to her truck.
Ate that cooler bird right there in the back seat. Goddamn.
Yo, let me tell you something. My son had a whole fucking blanket in the back of the Beamer. And I was like, I said, hold the fuck on. I said, Just. I said, this is a blanket. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's a weighted blanket. I already know what's going on in the fucking blanket.
Yo, you watched that thing, right? Like you ain't just got this motherfucker just chilling, bitch, did you?
in that
Say
thing,
again?
nigga. He thought he was slick too.
Mm-mm. Never that, sir.
Yeah, like I was like, yo, I said, you bugging, man. I was like, yo, how you gonna leave a whole blanket in the fucking back of the seat like that?
I got a blanket in my car too. I got
Yeah,
two cars. I got a Highlander.
but,
I can lay the seats down in the back, and then I got my Corolla when I'm trying to save gas.
but you already know when the blanket's the back of the car. You already know what's in the back seat. You already know what the fuck's going on.
You already know what's going on in that back seat, man.
Yeah, mine back there
Yeah.
because I work in group homes and it be cold sometimes. And plus, it's not a big ass blanket. It's like a fleece or some shit.
I'm like, I'm about to be a grandpa at 38 years old. Like, nah, fuck
Right.
that.
Fucking around with him out of the
I was
back
like, nah.
seat.
Yeah.
So,
I
are
said,
any of
hell
you
no.
like, what do y'all do? I'm curious to know. Like, are you a rapper? Are you a singer? Are you a producer? Like, what do you do?
Who, me?
All of you,
I
every
work.
last person.
Okay. Go ahead, Stack. I think this is your channel, so you can start first.
Nah, they already know what I do.
I already know what he does. I
Yeah,
met the other three of you.
Oh,
man, right
Oh,
here.
I've been a manager. My son produces. I think I've done a bunch of things. I'm a writer. I'm an iron worker. There's so many. Like I can't even. I can keep going
Bro,
down the phone.
it's crazy. I understand that shit for real. I'm a case manager for people with disabilities. I work for the city. Then on top or the state. Then on top of that, I teach swim lessons. I'm a swim instructor. On top of that, I am a DSP in group homes. Like I go to the group homes and make sure they don't hurt themselves and stuff like that for like 12 hours. And then I am a comedian, so I do comedy shows and like produce shows and do skits and host events and like all this extra shit. So
I ain't gonna
listen,
lie, where the
I
skits
fucking get
at?
it. Huh?
You should be doing them Instagram skits like how Drake and them be doing, man, dropping them bitches. Where them bitches at?
Should be doing it. Yep, absolutely.
I mean, I got a couple of them, but at the moment, I haven't. I'm trying to secure a videographer so I could be able to really produce some quality content. On top of the fact that excuse me, on top of the fact that I like have to make time for the shit, because I'm stacking money to go to comedy events and comedy concerts, and it's a
Hey,
comedy
look,
conference in fucking Atlanta. I'm going to at August 28th and September 1st. Like that's a
fuck
whole
all
week. I
that.
gotta grind for that. I'm meant to spend money when I go out there. Food,
Fuck all
travel.
that. Look, we'll take the on the phone skit, just make it on the TikTok or something. Like, just put it
I gotta
together.
get a whole new phone. You see how long it took for me to make you hear me? That's why I speak sign language.
Yeah, get you an iPhone.
I have an iPhone. That's the problem. The camera cracked on the other side. I can only do face shit. And then
Nah, I know, do what I'm
it's
saying.
too much storage. I don't have enough storage, so like I
When you
gotta start
get
all
your
over.
new phone, get you an
Yeah.
iPhone with a lot of memory and do your shit on there.
That's the plan. I'm working on it right now. I'm trying to make my car legal. I'm trying to get a some tags on my shit, and I gotta
Yeah,
change the rotors and the brakes.
type shit. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like I got the shit to put forward. I gotta renew my lease and shit, so the balance gotta be paid out. Y'all don't understand. The struggle real over here.
Life shit, you know. Not this shit go.
I ain't tripping. I still enjoy that motherfucker. It's gonna have its ups and downs. It's gonna be bad days. It's gonna be stressful days. I woke up Monday and didn't go to sleep till Wednesday night. Should be busy.
Hell no. I ain't gonna lie, this the latest I done stayed up and had it really too.
I'm not gonna sleep on y'all soon. It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, nah, shit. Ever since I've been
Y'all
in
have
the
any questions for me?
oh yeah, Luz, where
How
you
you
at,
get
man?
started in comedy?
Look, Brody. Yeah, nah, I'm texting my shorty real quick.
Ooh, his
Hold
man. But yeah, you
on
heard
one
what he,
second.
he said how
That
you get
story got
started
him
in
hot and
comedy.
bothered. No, I ain't hear what he said.
Said it, ask your question again. She ain't hear you.
Yeah. Oh, nah. So I mean, hold on one second.
Teddy, can you hear
She
me?
said, hello.
Yeah, I can
Well,
hear.
basically,
I had my AirPods. No, I was wondering
he
how she
said
I
got
got
started
the
in
learn
phone to my
what up.
comedy.
face.
Huh?
Oh, this nigga Zaydo woke up now.
Bro, I left this bitch.
Miss Music, you heard?
Yep. Yep. I'm sorry. Yeah. Nah. I had to text my little shorty.
This shit retarded
Um.
as fuck, man.
Nigga, what you at
Fuck.
church? What's going on?
What you got? Kurt Franklin playing?
I got Ross playing in the background.
Yeah.
You got what?
Ross?
Who's Ross?
Rick Ross.
Yeah, Rick Ross.
Oh, nah. Yeah. I don't fucking listen to that bullshit.
Man.
Unfortunately, but
Shit.
All right, I got headphones in for the most part. Well,
Yeah, I was wondering
what
how
was
you
the
got into
question?
comedy.
Oh, big bag. So, I've always like when I was 7, I wanted to be a singer. That was my dream job or something I just lived for, and that's when I learned I knew how to sing for real. Like I can hit the same notes all the time, and real people be applauding me and shit. So like, okay, I want to do that. My dad was like, nah, you need to go to school, get a degree, and get a job, and like build a 401k and save your money, buy a house, all this extra shit. He had a whole plan for me already. So I was like, all right, bet. I'm gonna just do what my daddy said. Cause that's my last living parent. Like my mama passed when I was 3. So like I just did what he said. Once I got done with that, I was miserable. The fuck? Oh my god. I was like, man, this cannot be life. I graduated and found out I could never make more than $27,000 a year in Louisiana. I said, well, this ain't it. This ain't it for no hell no. I can't live off that shit. What kind of shit? Like what the fuck I'm gonna do? So I was like, what can I do without getting a master's? I don't want to be a counselor because I have a bachelor's in rehab and disability studies. So I went to go be a case manager in another state. I went to Memphis first. When I got to Memphis, I found out it was not a good place for me to find a job in my degree field, and I had to work as a teacher for a while. So I started doing comedy when I was at home sick for a while, and I was watching videos like the 85 South Show and stuff like that, and they was giving you the recipe to comedy, and I was like, oh, this all I gotta do? And then blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, wait. I started studying comedy for real. And then I saw a video that said Shit New Orleans Girl Say. It's one of my favorite videos from 2008 by Team Picture Pants. It's some comedians in New Orleans called Comedy Goons. So, like, I looked it up and saw the video again and was like, oh, yeah. And I said, they must have Instagrams. And I realized at the beginning of the video, the Instagrams on there. So I went looking for them niggas. And then I messaged them and was like, tell me what it is you do and how you do it. Like, what is a comedian? How does that? They ain't no school for this shit. So what you supposed to do for real? And one of them hit me back, and we had like a 2-hour conversation about what comedy is and how you're supposed to go about doing it. And one of my favorite comedians in there. So in that video, so he been mentoring me ever since. That nigga is so solid. And I got when I really got into comedy like 2-3 years later. I moved to Dallas, and when I go home to New Orleans, since I moved to Dallas, they make sure I got stage time. They be looking out for me, and he had certified, told me I was funny. So I was like, that's love for real. Like, a nigga a vet. He just sold over 78,000 copies of his own fucking comedy special that he dropped on his own. Like, the shit fire. So it's forever shout out to Mark Caesar, and it's forever like I'm gonna ride for dude. If he called me about something, I'm going. If he needs something from me, I'm going. The nigga solid. So like I've been doing comedy ever since, and I put songs into my comedy because my first love is music. That's why I am is music. So I
So what
sing, I
year
play
was that?
clarinet. I want to do a comedy album. Like, shit fire. I found my calling once I decided to follow what I love.
Yeah. So I'm saying, what year was this? Because it had to be recent. If you talking about the '85 South Show and all that.
Why I can't hear nobody? I feel like you talking and I can't hear you.
Can y'all hear
You
me?
said something?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anybody?
I hear you a little bit, bro.
Damn,
Yeah.
why I can't hear?
Damn, what the fuck? What's that tripping?
Look at that.
Yeah. Hold on, we gonna have
Nah,
to
bro.
cut your mic. I had to cut your water off, man. Hell no. What's
I
wrong
had
with
to
your
pull the blick out, the blicky.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah.
cut your water
I
off.
thought I was getting fucking phone.
For real. What the fuck was that?
They was shooting, boss.
Yeah, she was telling a good story too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
They came
nah,
back.
it's still fucking up.
Bro, I can tell you right
busting
now,
that.
bro.
Crying.
When a bunch of get on them up, bro.
Had to shoot back. I got to shoot back.
Yeah,
you know,
we might have to
what's
restart
crazy?
my phone.
I had an answer to her story too. I was gonna let everybody else talk. I had an answer to her story too.
Man, I'm sitting there to restart a phone or something. I don't know what to do. That shit.
Nah, but at the end of the day, certain people pick and choose.
Okay, there you
Certain
go.
people
There you
choose.
go.
Oh yeah, she's sparking
Begging
up.
next. Begging next.
But going back to what you said, I'm just gonna speak my piece. My son did the same thing. Like he was going to college, and he decided that he didn't want to do college no more, right? And he wanted to produce music. And I didn't find out until I went to Dallas. I lived in New York all my life. He went to a college in New York, and because of the COVID era situation, you were able to go to school online. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, pull up your records. Pulls up his records. They disqualify him for everything. And I was like, oh, okay, Just. I said, why? I said, I wouldn't have been mad at you. He was like, well, I didn't want to disappoint you. I didn't want to disappoint you and your mom and my mother and everything else. So you're not disappointing us. I said, I'm gonna support you in whatever way I could because I grew up in the music industry. Your mother grew up in the music industry, and I was like, you're not gonna disappoint me. His mother was pissed off, but shit happens sometimes. Sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
do things that you think is for you, but it's not technically for you because you have greater goals.
Man,
So, and I was telling his mother, I was like, yo, maybe don't get so pissed off at him because he wants to do other things in life. He wants to do other things in life, and I'm fully here to support him, 100%.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Okay, so my parents weren't like that. I did what they told me to do. I went to school. I put myself through school like that. My stepmama was like not the best at all. Like she did what she could, but she was very like vindictive and controlling, and she a bully. And so like it wasn't until I went to school for rehab and disability studies, and they taught me what gaslighting is, what manipulation is, like all this other stuff about like people with disabilities and just like reading people. Period. I took so many classes, and they taught me so much shit. So it got to a point where I went to counseling on my own and was like, I need to address some things and figure out what I'm gonna do about it. And I called them out on it, and I ended up having to be on my own. So since 17, I put myself through college. And after I did what they said, which was to graduate, I went and got a job like they told me to. I did what was asked of me. I finished the course. I'm not. You're not gonna tell me what I can't do. So I'm doing both. That's why I work all those jobs, so I can do what I truly want to do. If that makes sense. Like I'm not finna like I did what you asked. I didn't want to disappoint you. I wanted to make sure you knew I was still gonna be okay in this world if I didn't make it as a comedian. They ain't come to comedy shows at first. They didn't believe what I was doing, but then I fucking went viral. Viral.
but
Is
here's
it
the thing,
working?
right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna
yeah, I
tell you
get
something real quick. I'm gonna tell you something real quick. And from 13, I've been on my. I'm gonna say I've been on my own because I have a grandmother and she only spoke Spanish, so it was a language barrier, and that's something I had to deal with. I didn't I didn't know how to speak Spanish, and I grew up with my grandmother the whole time, from junior high school to later on in life. But I'll tell you one thing. The one thing she was happy was every time I came home. And I was working in the music industry from 18 years old. It The only thing that mattered was when I knocked on her window. When I knocked on her window, she jumped up and opened the door for me.
Everybody ain't blessed to have that love. My family dysfunctional as
Yeah,
hell. And they
nah,
you to this day don't talk to me. Like we don't talk. I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me. My stepmama decided to be extra and I just wasn't having it. So I stood up for myself and I blocked it. I don't have that kind of time. Like I just don't. I love you to death. I did the best I could to appreciate the fact that you raised me as your own, but like that took time. You didn't raise me as your own at first. The lady was like, anytime we be out somewhere, she'd be like, "Oh, that's Fred child. That's not my child. That's Fred child."
yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I looked at my grandmother as my mother. I don't even look like at my mother as my mother, and that's real shit. And
It's
you
just
gotta
times in
get
life I realize everybody ain't gonna come with me. Where I'm trying to go and what I'm trying to do. I remember being 16 years old telling my daddy I wanted to have a big old family reunion. Every person from my family that loves me and cares about me will be there. And he was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "It was a dream I had. Like it was a whole like block party or like some type of like barbecue or outside gathering where every family had a color, and whichever your last name was, that was the color your last name had." And so all sides of my family, my deceased mom side of the family, my daddy side of the family, my stepmama side of the family, just anybody who rock with me for real, pull up, come out. Now I know what that's called. It's called a comedy show.
yeah.
It's crazy. Like when I look back at the journals that I wrote when I was a child, like I wrote journals in college. I just looking back at all the stuff that I was thinking and the stuff I was talking about. God really been guiding steps since the beginning. So I ain't tripping. I just follow my heart and do what I feel like is
As
the best.
as you should. Like, don't ever try to go back and try to put it a step forward. Nah, just look forward and that's it.
And that's all it is. Like I'm not focused on the past at all. I've resolved it. I'm not stuck. I'm not traumatized or like stuck in my trauma. I'm past all of that, and I'm focused on what's ahead of me. So like comedy shows, like I'm just not getting inside for real, and I'm sobering up honestly because it's a real ass conversation. But I don't regret anything I've done in life. Anything that's happened to me, anything I've been through, I don't regret it because it made me who I am. I've learned from it. I call it experience.
There's no reason why you should regret anything in life. Why would you regret anything in life? That's all a learning experience. So once you learn that, you're like, all
You
right,
don't do it
cool. I
again.
don't.
That's what I had to learn. I can't do it again. Sometimes I get caught in the same scenario and be like, how did I end up here? What the fuck happened that I didn't pay attention or didn't know what the fuck was happening? And so it just made me like pay attention a little more and like live more than existing. Like I pay
So baby,
attention to every moment in life versus like I had a fiance die on Christmas Eve of 2016. I don't take life for granted at all. At
I'm
all.
sorry. I
Period.
didn't again.
I had a fiance die on Christmas Eve of 2016. Like the day he was gonna
Uh,
propose to me. Tomorrow ain't promised, and every minute ain't gonna be that. Cause we fell asleep caking on the phone at like 2 in the morning. He died at 5 a.m. So it's like you gotta really pay attention and be alive and like get your rest, take care of yourself. Self care is important, but like experience the moment, be alive, live in that moment, focus on the present. I'm not focused on the past. I just accept it for what it is and allow myself to feel how I feel about it. But right now. So but however that day goes, gonna go.
yeah,
I plan to be asleep by 12. It's 2 a.m. I'm loyal to those that's loyal to me. So if you ask my presence and you ask me to be there, I'm coming. Ain't no question about it.
I hear that. Yo, Stack, what you gotta say about that? You should be the moderator.
Yes, Stacks, what you got to say about
Hey,
that?
Stack,
Real nigga
Yeah, questions that need to be answered.
facts.
Man, it's
you're the
already.
moderator. This is your channel.
Hey, look,
I
look.
mean, you hiding
Sometimes
this shit. Where you at?
I can let y'all speak a little bit too, though. I ain't gotta always be the one to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he ain't
Shit,
gotta
get
always
my
be the
shit
one to
off.
talk. You
You
full
know,
of shit, fam. We talking shit about you and you ain't saying nothing. You full of shit, fam.
who talking shit about me? I ain't heard nobody say no shit about me. What you talking about?
Real nigga, I was talking to you just now. The fuck? I was talking about you just now. The fuck? What you mean?
Okay, you weren't talking no shit
Damn,
though.
did I instigate something real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah,
he's
you
Nah, I
ain't.
was throwing
gasoline
shade. I was throwing
on some
shade.
shit.
Clean throwing shade. It's a whole palm tree. And I don't even live in Florida.
Ain't nothing like that. But
Speaking
what
of
I
Florida,
do know is on Saturday, Blueface and Nick Young finna scrap in the ring.
All about
you said
that
who?
bullshit.
I'm finna take my ass to sleep because it sound like y'all done with me.
You said we done with you. Why you say that?
I don't know shit about Blueface and nobody scraping. I ain't even finna hold you. Same way I ain't know nothing about Charleston White. I don't know too much about that man. I met that man one time. And like you said, he got a personality to him. And he do that shit for clout. So I don't be having no comments. I don't be knowing shit about it. I'm not gonna talk on the top of the lyrics.
That don't
I
mean you
fuck
gotta
with
leave.
y'all though.
I said
It's
that.
2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta get up at 5.
Right?
Wait,
She
what?
It's
if
three
she don't go
o'clock.
to sleep now,
Yeah, I ain't gonna
If
lie.
I don't go to sleep now, I'm fucked. And I
You
have to
might have
host the
to,
show tomorrow from 7:30 at night to fucking 2 o'clock in the morning.
you might have to
yeah,
thug. I ain't gonna lie to you. You might have to thug it out.
he's
Son, you really testing my loyalty right now. Like, what's happening?
Know what I'm
Yo,
man.
saying? Like,
Let that woman.
no, I'm saying you can. I'm saying if you don't go to sleep now, you might have to just thug it out. Like I be doing, I did. I don't
I
suggest.
listen. That's the reason
Like,
I was awake from fucking Monday to Wednesday night. I'm not doing that again.
you
Today
thug.
Thursday, nigga. I just got sleep yesterday and I barely made it through today.
Yeah,
I ain't doing this shit again. I'm going to sleep.
nah, take your head to sleep,
I,
man.
man,
man,
how you,
night.
I fuck with y'all. Please follow me on Instagram so I can talk to y'all again. Y'all funny as hell. Oh y'all, my
Oh
video
yeah,
went
no,
viral. It's a picture. It's a video of a grandma dancing the back that ass up by Juvenile, and then this comedian hop on her back.
Hop on the
I
bed.
got on
I
like black and white. Yeah, the grandma was dancing. In the video, the grandma was dancing, and the short dude hopped on her back, and he was like dancing and shit like he was on a horse, like riding her like a fucking zebra.
I'm crying.
Man, that shit was
Yeah,
crazy, and that shit went viral.
I forget
I'm
that you guys are
gonna check
behind.
that.
What is it? 216 over there, right?
Yeah,
Huh? That part.
yeah.
Oh man,
I'm
it's
finna go to sleep
316.
for real.
It's
I
Jesus
fuck with y'all
Christ.
though,
3:16
and I
here.
came on this bitch to show Stacks I wasn't hiding. I ain't scared of nothing.
I see.
You
Why
shouldn't
you be
be.
scared?
If you're scared, go to church.
Right.
Better pray about it. The
Oh,
fuck?
see.
Ain't that what the
And,
ancestors say?
hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. That might not be the answer no more after what happened to Buddy at that church the other night.
Hey man, I think that
He
was a
had on
setup
four
though.
hundred thousand
I
dollars worth of
think that's
jewelry
a
though. That's
setup.
different.
Nah, I think
I think
that was
that
a
shit was
setup, bro.
playing. That nigga just wanted to go
That
viral
nigga,
right quick. He trying to get some Cleflo dollar
that
money.
nigga's
Y'all see what the fuck on his chest?
Nah, not
that
yo,
was an
yo. Let
investment.
me tell you. Oh,
Facts.
the guy from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He from Brooklyn, bro. Give us the insight. I know you know
Oh,
something, man.
yo, I was honestly, no bullshit. I was picking up my homie.
Uh-oh.
She was she was a couple blocks away, and I seen the cops pulling up, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, damn, they're gonna catch me because of my plates and shit like that. Come to find out, there's a lot more to the story that people know.
Oh, I already know it. I
I
already
already know
know
it,
it.
man.
There's a lot
Yeah.
more to the story. So
You
when I
got my
seen it, I was like,
attention.
oh, I said, this motherfucker, oh yeah, I already know who the fuck he is. Oh man, I know what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do.
Get some
If
clout.
if you if you put if you look at everything that he's done, he's a fucking rat.
Wait, what? See, I ain't
He's
know about
always
all that.
He's
oh yeah, he's a
dead.
fucking. That's why you know when a lot of people become passive when they become a fucking rat,
Damn. I ain't even
and
know about
and,
all
and
that.
that's the truth of the
Oh,
matter.
that's different.
Nah, but it's true because now all of a sudden you become a child of Christ.
Yeah.
That's what
God damn.
happens.
So he got
And then
scared
when
and he went to church for real.
of
Went to church
course,
for
of
real.
of course, he ain't fucking stupid. You wearing Gucci to fucking to church and everything else and all your services, but then
And
you
you got
taking
on
all these
jewelry.
yeah, and you went
I don't know
like
too
I
many
said you
pastors
ain't.
that wear jewelry.
I mean,
I
pastors
wish.
wear jewelry, but they don't do it like that. Pastor will wear a watch or something like. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. So what you think is what you think is the situation right there?
Like with
He
Answer
doing
me real
Doug?
quick.
he involved in
Of
some
course.
whole other shit. Like it's some whole other shit going on that the
That
public
nigga
don't
was
know
doing
about.
tax fraud, right?
Doing tax
And he just
fraud, right?
stealing money from folks.
And he just stealing money.
What you what you're doing is insurance fraud.
Right.
What you want to say is you robbed and they took all your jewelry. And I hope the people that robbed him was the people that the person he was trying to set free to kill the other kid. There's a lot of things there's a lot of things tied up in this situation. Like I told you, man, I'm from Brooklyn, so I can give you the quick scoop. He's trying to free somebody who shot somebody at the train station.
Word.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look it up.
I wouldn't even know what to look up for that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look it up. He's trying to free. All right, so a kid got killed. A kid got killed in the train station, and that same pastor who got robbed trying to free the kid that shot the kid.
He
Dang.
probably from his neighborhood or something.
Yeah, like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't play with that bullshit. I don't play with that bullshit. Like any of these motherfuckers from Brownsville or anything else, whew, on site.
Damn.
But again, like I'm from Brooklyn, so I know certain situations.
Right. And yeah, you know, we don't know. I'm from Texas, so I don't know what's going on. All I know is I seen that video of Buddy getting robbed and something ain't look right.
As
Yeah, man.
he should, because he was also fucking doing that shit for fucking 6ix9ine too, who's a fucking rat.
Doing what
If
for
you
6ix9ine?
think about it,
Doing what for
he had
6ix9ine?
he had him at the church.
Oh, I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
It all
That's what I'm
comes
telling
to
you. People, that's what they do, and it's just like, all right, cool. I wish I was there because I would have helped. I would have fucking robbed the robbers.
I ain't gonna lie. I think I
That
would.
ain't even no bullshit.
I would just let that play out how it play out real. Like, see, fuck it.
Yeah, I like that. All that shit was bullshit. I think it's an insurance fraud and everything else.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And
I can't say for sure what's going on, but I say it's not what it seems. No, I know that much.
yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Definitely.
Because why would you want to make it that situation? But here's the thing: when you make an insurance fraud, right? He was already locked up prior to the situation for robbery. Why would you want to do that again and put insurance fraud on your fucking name? Like you
Oh yeah,
idiot.
I seen some clip came out said he stole 90,000 from somebody that go to his church or something like that.
Yep.
You seen that?
That's what I heard too.
Yeah, so it's just like, why would you do that? Like, you fucking stupid. Like, you moving backwards. You're moving backwards. And the fact of the matter is, oh shit. How many people's on here?
It's just
Here you
us.
go with this, man. He love to.
Right.
He be,
I know people that are around the circle from that whole area. So it's Stack, I'm always like, yo, who the fuck's out here? I want to make sure that I'm being direct.
yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that what he was doing was something fucking stupid. He put himself in a situation that he probably couldn't pay for, and now he was like, you know what? My jewelry's worth this. This is worth that. My wife's jewelry's worth this. Now you have congregation members getting robbed. So you put insurance on the fucking church. You put insurance on your jewelry, right? Because if I got fucking a $400,000 piece, it's not like I'm not going to put insurance on. That gets robbed. Boom. It's all a get back. It's all a get back. But the thing is, the only reason why I ask is because I don't know if people from my pages goes on to your page, because there's people from my page that knows that pastor personally.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I try not to say too much. But it's the truth.
What it sound like to me is he trying to kill two birds with one stone. He trying to pay off whoever he owed money to. And he's back by having everybody else look at the situation and try to have some. You get sympathy. Usually, you get a couple dollars up out of it. And him being the pastor, it's like off and get my cheese back and then some. If I just stage this shit quick and get their cheese, and then I'm good. I'm free.
And
I'm
then
free and clear.
See how long ago it was that he insured everything. That's a whole
What?
right
That's what's gonna fuck him up.
Mm-hmm. Like if you just
That
did
shit
it,
don't
nah,
look suspicious. If that
really.
shit looks suspicious, it's over. But it going down.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for me.
Watch. I bet you
My man,
gonna post a GoFundMe.
my man called my phone, right? And
Right.
again, and you're 100% right. 100% right. My man called my phone and he told me about the story because I didn't even know about the story. The minute he told me, it happened, I already knew what happened. I said, okay. He was like, oh yeah, certain people around my circle knew who the person was. I was like, oh yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he done these streets.
Insurance fraud now is like at an all-time high.
Of course.
It's like a PPP. It's like a PPP. Like everybody who's got caught with the PPP, like now they're getting fucking 5 to 10 years. So you got to be careful. You really got to be careful with the circle you run with.
Nah, for me.
Keep your circle tight, and that's it.
Right.
Even then, you gotta keep your circle solid. The circle that you do get.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold y'all up though. If they giving out more PPP law, I'm gonna get my motherfucking cheese. These niggas gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I thought a lot of niggas was going to jail and they did not go to jail. So I'm like, hold on.
They did not go to jail. Nigga. All right.
Yeah. Let's not talk. Hold on. Let's get Trump back into presidency first.
I don't know if I want to risk
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. I don't know about all that.
He was wild.
Shit.
It was the shit he was saying. I just could not.
Trump bad, man. Don't get me wrong. Like it's cool. He let out the rappers and this and that. But other than that, nah, bro. That whole abortion shit.
Like
he
niggas was getting cheese. Wow.
No, Stack, are you serious? Stack, you serious?
Yeah. What you
Come
mean?
on, man.
I'm not fucking with him.
Yo, let's be honest. Let's be honest. My man was giving out free fucking money. Come on.
But the thing is that
that was our money. That's our money to begin with.
Nah, yo. You see, that's where you get it twisted. And this is why I fuck with Trump. One, he was a gangsta ass president. Right? Two, that motherfucking yo. Yeah, man, I made a nice little some change from Trump. I made some change from Trump. I ain't gonna fucking front.
I mean, if he get elected, he get elected. I'm not voting for him, though.
All I know
I'll vote for him. Yeah.
All I know is that nigga almost got us in like 3 years, and I just could not do it.
Yeah, bro. The whole Roe v. Wade, that's his fault, brother. He put them racist ass.
He got the ball rolling on that.
Yeah, the racist ass Supreme Court justices and all that that's in there now that made the decisions, he put them there. So it's like, yeah, he got niggas a couple dollars. Yeah, he let some rappers out, but at the end of the day, I feel like he doing more harm than good in reality.
Facts.
If you really look at everything that he's doing, like you gotta go look at all the policies, all the appointments, and really pay attention. Don't just think of a thing like, okay, PDP, all that, whatever. That's cool. But look at the whole bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask you a question, Stack, real quick?
What's up?
Because I always told you that this is something. If we do a podcast together, this is something I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at the midterm elections?
As in the people before the main election, like before what?
Voting for people who's going into Congress and going into the judicial system. Do you look into that? Do you vote?
It just depends. It depends on what's going on in my life.
But that's
what's going on in the country.
But that's my point. Nobody, the president can't dictate who's going into the constitutional shit. Like as far as like being who.
He might not be able to specifically pick, but the Supreme Court justices, he elected them bitches.
You can't do that. You can't do that as a president.
He did. What you mean?
You can't do that. What you do? What happens is, whenever you vote for the midterm election, that's when you vote for the House of Congress. So it's us as the people who choose who goes into Congress.
But we not.
Who can
first of all, it's the House of Representatives and the Senate that make Congress. And we not talking about them. We not talking about them. We talking about the Supreme Court justices that he nominated.
But they still have to go through. Everything's a law. Everything's a law. You have to go through each step.
Yeah, ain't not lying.
And yeah, because I wouldn't bullshit you.
But that's not what we're talking about. Like you talking about Congress, I'm talking about the Supreme Court justices that Trump.
But in order to get to the Supreme Court, you have to go to the House of Congress.
There's no such thing as the House of Congress. There's no such thing as the House of Congress. It's the House of Representatives.
House of Representatives. My fault. I fucked up. But that's how it goes.
Yeah.
You vote for these people. The midterm election is more important than actually voting for a president.
Really, the most important thing for you personally is what's up, Diggs? The most important thing for you personally is the local election. That's what's going to affect your everyday life the most.
You have green hair.
You said what?
I said, why does it look like you have green hair behind you?
That ain't what it look like. I think you just a little tipsy, bro. That's a green screen.
Nah, every time you move, it looks like it has green hair.
That don't look like hair though. But I'm looking at it too. It don't look like hair. It look like a green screen. That's a green screen, bro.
Oh, okay, got you.
What it do, Diggs? What it do with the business is? Tap.
I'm telling you, the midterm election is more important than the presidential election.
But that's still not gonna change the fact that I wouldn't vote for Trump, though. You know what I'm saying?
So would you vote for who? If you thought about it again, would you vote for Biden or Trump?
I would vote for neither.
Okay. So then you throw your vote.
Yeah, I don't fuck with neither one of them. Out of I probably would have voted for Bernie if he would have made it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Bernie Sanders, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it goes in all directions. Like, you just have to know who's doing this and what's the reform and everything else. And when you look at Kamala and Joe Biden's stat record, it's
Yeah.
not fucking good.
You know what I'm saying?
Never
He one of them good because it's Trump, his
Yeah.
racist ass daddy, and a lot of shady business and bullshit, and a lot of failed businesses and this and that. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that whether he racist or not, he uses races to help put himself in a better position. You know what I'm saying? Whether you believe he a racist or not, he leaned off into it. That's why he said very fine people about them races. You know what I'm saying? He said they was very fine people. So whether you believe he racist or not, he leaned into it. You feel me? So I can't rock with that either.
I think he indulged in it
And that's
a
just what I
couple
said.
times.
A lot.
Yeah.
That's how he got elected. That's why I can't rock with it, bro.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yeah, damn. I want to get these votes. I want to get these votes. Boom. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. To whatever you do.
Nah,
But if
he just did that and that was it, that's one thing. But he's going with policies and making appointments and doing shit, supporting they cause. So it's like David Duke, Grand Wizard of the KKK said,
oh yeah, of course.
we won. You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, bro. Like, I can't.
We ain't doing no David Duke shit like that. We already know what type of time that's on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like this is David Duke's choice. You feel me? So whether he really liked that or not, he created an environment for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Now, yeah, cool. You feel me? You got ASAP Rocky out there jam. Cool. We appreciate that. We like that. But you still did a whole lot of other bullshit that don't.
He got yagged out.
Yeah. We fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? We like Kodak music. But is that enough to make up for all the bullshit and all the damage we're doing?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta pick and choose our battles. Like, you gotta understand something too. We was in a situation. We had COVID and everything was locked down. Everything was shut down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you have somebody like Joe Biden, and not for nothing. And I'm gonna say this real quick. Brittany Griner would have been home.
Nah, I believe that because when it come to dealing with other motherfuckers, you feel me?
Yeah,
he definitely know how to pop shit. I'm not gonna say that I'm 100% against everything Trump. Nah, I'm not saying that at all. I just do believe that the negative outweigh the good. Like Trump, he entertaining in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He gon' talk his shit. You feel me? He fuck with hip hop. He wanna be cool, so he gonna do shit to make us feel like he down with us. You know, he with
you gotta remember, he was on a lot of G Unit mixtapes before they even got popular.
Nah, I know that's what I'm saying. He likes hip hop. He likes the culture, regardless. You feel me? But he came into the politics with the racists. You know what I'm saying? So he over there with them.
That was a bad move. That was a bad move. And I agree with you. I agree with you 100% with that.
And the people that's running around with Trump this and Trump that is not my kind of people. You feel me?
I agree with you.
Because majority of them motherfuckers don't like us. Black people go to a Trump rally and they get beat on and punched on and you feel me? you can't even say Black Lives Matter at a Trump rally. They'll beat your ass. Like, so how could I rock with him
Baby,
for that? For president? I can't
baby,
rock with that.
little baby.
You said what?
Nah, I was seeing if my daughter was at the
Okay.
the refrigerator. Baby.
But yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie. We really could really go for hours and hours and hours. But I'm getting
Yeah,
tired.
nah, but it's fun though. It's something that it's but but that's what I'm saying. Like these are things, these are topics we could talk about.
Yeah, we do this
You
shit
know,
all
we could
day.
like we could jump back and forth and shit.
Yeah, but as far as a podcast, like what you mean? Like, is you moving to Houston or something? Like, how would you know
I'm
what I mean?
I'm for it. Like I said, the only thing I would like is just like you said you had a female. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only thing I would like, because I would like a female added, and I would like, I would like two females, you and I, and then we'll just josh it down and be like, all right, this is the topic for today, this topic for the next day, and everything else. Like as far as music, as far as like political shit, as far as like sports
Mm-hmm.
shit, whatever's trending.
Like,
That's
you
all.
know,
That's all I would like. Like, you know what I'm
I'm
saying.
I'm learning. I'm learning this shit. You feel me? I don't really know this shit like that. But, you know, we learning. We figuring this
I
shit
don't
out.
know. I don't know either. But we could all learn together, and we could see. We'll do one podcast and be like, oh, okay, cool, this shit is working.
Mm-hmm. I'm with it, bro. We can do this shit for real. You
And
know?
I'll post it on, you post on your page, the other females will post it on their page, and boom, that's what it is.
Straight like that. But yeah, shit. Let's get on the jack. Sometime in the day tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Plot. We gonna do a show, a Friday night show. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we could do it. Yeah, we could do Friday night.
Oh, bro, trying to hurry up and come back before we end it,
Who's
bro.
that?
My boy Zay, he didn't really talk too much tonight. You know what I'm saying?
What time? 3:43. I gotta wake up at 6. I gotta wake up at 7. Yeah, I'm down for it. I don't give a fuck. I just need 4. I just need 4 hours of sleep, and I'm good.
Yeah, nah, for real. Shit, I mean, when you get up, what all you gotta do though? I think that matters too.
Say again.
I said when you get up, like what do you gotta do when you get up? If it's like
Oh
just
no, I gotta. I'm gonna wash some clothes and shit like that, and then just
yeah,
I
bro.
gotta get a fucking haircut.
Okay, yeah, so it ain't gotta
Yeah,
jump up as soon as you get up type shit.
I probably got pay. I got probably pay for somebody's hair to get done.
This guy, man. This guy.
But it is what it is.
Yeah. You hear Zay, you know what I'm saying? You caught it, you caught it.
But bro,
Yeah, you hear.
Oh, it turned off.
Nah, it ain't turned off. It's right here.
Oh, you mean slid through?
Yeah, you hear.
All right.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let's
but that's what I'm saying. Like, we just as long as we discuss certain things and we have a thing a format for the podcast, I'm fine with it.
yeah. That's all it is. You know, ain't no thing to it. You know, we'll figure it out. You know, we talk to people that got podcasts now and feel me, learn from them a little bit. Figure out how to really do
Everybody
it.
everybody keeps asking me to do a podcast.
Right.
Everybody, and I'm like, oh Lord,
I
like
mean, I'm
you're
not
not the person. And it's just like, yo, everyone's like, yo, let's do a podcast. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, when you said you
But
wanted
I
to do it,
but
I ain't gonna lie.
basically,
I thought you was playing, bro. I ain't think you was for real.
nah, I wasn't bullshitting. But you asked me first, and you know what's funny? And I told my homegirl, I was like, I'm a man, my word. You asked me first, I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I could only stick to my word because that's all I fucking have. My word and my balls. That's it.
Yeah.
And when we spoke about it, I was like, nobody really talked to me about the situation.
Yeah.
And then once you and I started talking, and then once I started speaking to certain people, it was like, oh yeah, well, why don't we start a podcast? Why don't we do this? I was
Yeah.
like, well, I already spoke to somebody. If it doesn't go through, we'll see. We'll fall.
Right. See where it go. But
You know what I mean?
yeah. Zay, what's up?
Let me tell you what these motherfuckers. So motherfucker trying to send me back on. I'm straight. I go to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Get the goddamn shit. I even take another Florida shit. Motherfucker got me running. Got her running back just to
Hey,
get the
they
load
got
and shit. You know? Huh?
see why you don't find a one-way load that's going towards their way.
Man, cause bro, I don't like going, bro. I really go down there, bitch, and come back to the crib.
Mm.
I'm not on time. I'm my time. I'm on the operator. So shit.
Yeah. You do it how you want to do it. Yeah, I already know that.
Yeah, I don't gotta drive every day. I just do this shit when I get woke. But shit, they got some shit coming up and get 40K for a motherfucking load.
40K?
For the load.
See, that sounds like some good money to me, man.
That's a long ass drive.
See, what? Even if it's a 5-day drive, see, 40 bands in a week, see, that's a win.
Shit, I don't think about splitting that shit with somebody. I'm gonna split it just for the drive.
How would you split that though?
Yeah. Probably like 60-40.
No, not how would you split the money, like how would you split the load?
Time going down, like shit. I just break the thing from here to shit. I want to say like 28 hours. No.
Nah, you know I'm not
26.
in the trucking business, so I don't understand how you split that load. Say you go with your truck, you get out of stuff. Okay, how would you split that up? Somebody else go with you and get some of the load, like that. How would they save you any drive though? Don't you still gotta make the same drive?
It say you from having to drive the whole goddamn 20 something. Shit, I just
So you said
break that shit down.
you pick up the load and then meet somebody halfway or something?
No, bro. you like team driving, bro. Like somebody can ride with you. Somebody else they got their CDL, bro. They can ride.
Oh, you mean somebody riding the truck with you? And God, yeah. You know what? Not on whatchamacallit, no truck driver shit, but shit. When I moved from Cali back to Texas, that's how I did it. My homeboy flew to Cali and we drove back together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that shit would have been a lot by myself. Shit, it was a lot with both of us. That shit was a lot with both of us. Let's see. But look, at one point, see, niggas really thought they was, feel me, gonna make it do what it do, but see, right outside their pants. So, you said what?
And then, bro, to be, bro, it's a motherfucking day, motherfucking sleeper. I ain't got no sleep on.
Says you ain't got no sleep.
No sleeper on the truck. It's a day cab.
Oh, why not?
I just truck. Shit, it's just truck that I use. You got 3 of them. The other two
so do the other ones got beds on them?
One got to sleep on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need no sleep. We don't do nothing but local, like foods and shit. So I don't be gone for days at the time.
Man, yeah. Nah, see, that sound like the mix though. Like you got to see it set up the right way. And that makes sense. But yeah, see, if I was a truck driver, I'd do this shit with you, but I ain't no truck driver. You said what?
I said it is. So
the only extra license I got is a Humvee license. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah,
I get your CD. Drive local.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I see my boy doing it. Say, bro, you seen old girl with the ad, man? That's been going viral.
Old girl with
Let me see if I can. Yeah. She been going real viral and shit. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. That shit is stupid. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know how to feel about it. Like, y'all gonna see in a second, man. I'm finna share the screen. That's the good thing about this shit. You see this shit, bro?
Listen, man, y'all country, you see that one right? I know. Our country, they walk around like that. Then I ain't gotta be friends.
Hi guys.
Where?
I got the white. White.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. What you think about that shit?
I think I pass on.
Yeah, it's like it feel like it's a little too much.
That's a, got to do a lot of fighting with their boy.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot going on, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
That's the girl.
I don't know.
That's the girl.
I don't know Instagram. I couldn't tell you.
Amy here. Oh, yeah.
What's this right here? Oh, you saying this? That's crazy. You feel right on that dancer. God damn. It looked like the screen chopped them in half damn near. Like, you see that shit? That shit crazy. Nah, I had to sue, man. Fuck out of here. Oh, no. I need my money for that. Fuck out of here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your girl, man. But yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm finna end the show right there, yeah. Another episode of Stackztootrill show, man. I'm finna end the stream.